Already hiding.
Okay. So, which aspects of the course I feel I do well? So I've said mostly about songwriting, composition, and studio work because I feel like at the moment they're my strongest areas. Like, I feel like as well as that, I've developed in theory since the beginning of the year, and I also feel like my ability overall, my confidence has increased because of the more work I'm doing, and I feel like continuing to do this and practicing it will help me to like consolidate my knowledge.
Yep.
Why have I excelled in these areas? I feel that because I've put work in these areas, I feel more confident in my knowledge. It's ultimately affected my work ability to work independently. So I feel like working at home and doing work by myself is more productive.
Okay.
I feel like some areas that I could work on is I've been trying to manage my time for doing work, and I feel like even though I've been getting better at that, I need to realise that all work is even.
Yeah.
So there's certain things I focus on more, and I feel like there's some things I need to balance out because I'll spend too much time working on a composition and then not writing a commentary properly on it or noting down things I've decided to do while writing the composition, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's easy to do. You get lost in the moment of writing a song and then you try and remember what you did 3 sessions beforehand and it's quite difficult.
I found a lot of that was I was getting lost and forgetting why I did certain things and just getting a bit confused, but I'm trying to get out of that habit. So I need to focus on more than one area of work so I can input the same amount of effort. How I would describe my skill set. See, I was sceptical about what you meant on that, so I went into... Normally I think that I'm quite hardworking and determined, and I also work well with other people as well as being independent.
Yeah.
So I feel like since the beginning of the course I've aimed to improve my use of time management in order to work more efficiently and be as productive as possible. And I believe that this needs to further develop so I can work more efficiently. It's pretty much repetitive. But
as a question before you go further, how would you have described these areas you think you're doing well in, songwriting, composing, studio. How would you describe your skill set as a musician as well as an academic person?
I feel like it's getting stronger. I feel like from a musical perspective, I've been obviously quite self-doubting, but everyone is. But I just think it's relatively strong. But I feel like with writing in composition and stuff like that, I feel like because of my knowledge with playing my knowledge in learning how to play the piano and knowing how to play the guitar has been helpful and stuff like that. So I feel like that's made me a stronger student.
Yeah, you've got the skills you already brought to the course with the musicianship, and you're building on that, but developing technical skills. I agree completely.
So I've thought a few examples of my work. I laid this out so that I could do it in almost a progressive way. So since the beginning, my first in the induction project, my SoundCloud links, I didn't have any screenshots, which is a bit annoying. So I put links to the sound. I sat and listened to them the other day, and I could actually hear the difference, and I was quite shocked in a way because I was like listening and I was like, oh, that could be better. I was really like self-critical, but everyone is. But I was really critical of my first one in comparison to my most recent one, and I said that I feel my SoundCloud contains several pieces of evidence that display my progress over the past 2 terms, and there are samples of different ideas I've tried as well as full compositions. So I don't know if...
Which one are you happiest with?
Personally, this one, the most recent one.
Do you want to play it for like a snippet, and then what I'll do is when I come back to...
I feel like this is my best one.
this the one that you used for decades as well?
Yeah.
Right, what we're gonna do? Can you like skip it to like a minute in or something? That's great. Basically, what that means is when we watch the video, you're showing me the song, but we're not going to spend 6 minutes listening to it. When I mark it, I'll go and listen to the songs more. Right. So tell me about your project. What are your ideas?
Okay, so I've decided to do make an EP that's going to be based around alternative and acoustic music, but I'm going to try and impact different electronic elements as well, because I feel like that is what I need to focus on. And I'm also going to take influence from 2 artists from the alternative genre.
So alternative acoustic. Can you define what you mean by that?
To me, it's more alternative. It's more like well, for me personally, I focus on singer-songwriters. Like I don't know if you know Laura Marlin. She's like she's like a folk alternative singer.
Okay.
And the way she
Marlin, M-R-A-L-I-N-G. Okay. Yep.
And I mean, I really like her, but the way she plays guitar and she has a band, but most of the time she plays just by herself.
Right.
The way she plays it is almost like she uses the guitar as almost a percussive instrument as well, and the way she plays is like really interesting. And I think that if I incorporated some of those elements with my writing and then added electronic features, I feel like music would be really interesting.
I think that's a great idea, because you are you're using your strongest points, which is the idea. It's part of why we want you to do this presentation, is so you have to think about what your strongest points are, and you playing the guitar and writing songs are 2 of your strongest areas.
Yeah.
But by incorporating the electronic thing, you'll be able to do something more interesting, and you're able to build upon what you're being influenced by rather than just copying it.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really good idea. So I guess how far would you say you are? Is it just like literally an idea in your head? Have you got ideas of the songs? Have you got songs you've sort of written and you want to develop?
Yeah. It's at the moment it's pretty much just an idea, but I do have songs I could use that are pre-ready, but need to be developed to add in the electronic elements and stuff like that. But I also thought it would be interesting to cover one of her songs on the EP, so you can see the difference.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good idea.
But yeah, I thought, I mean, maybe it might not be 2 artists, it might just be 1, or I don't know, I haven't decided, maybe it'll be more. But
what you'll probably find is there'll be a lot of people that you research and then you hone in on one of them.
Yeah. But yeah, it was pretty much the idea to like build on what I already know, but add new things that I've learned from this year.
Okay, I think that's a really good idea. I like that idea. Alternative, acoustic, electronic. If you can think of a clever word that puts all 3 of them together.
I'll try and think of a clever word.
Altacustronic.
Yeah, altacustronic.
That's my first thought. Let me write that down. Altacustronic. I've been listening to a playlist recently a lot on Spotify called Soultronic, and it's like soul but very electronic influenced. So yeah, Altacustronic. The Altacustronic EP. You can keep saying that. All right, that's great. I'm happy with everything you've told me there. Let's go to a QuickTime player. Hide my face.